Greetings and welcome. This is Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well today. I am guided by Spirit, and today is June 27, early bells. Trigger warning: the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. Disclaimer: all cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. I'm going to be looking at the missing persons case of Lynette Melbin, who went missing on June 5, 1972. And that is quite alarming. After all these years, there's still no inkling of what occurred. Now, as the narrative goes, Lynette, I believe, was with her mom that morning on June 5, or was at the supermarket that her mom worked at or owned, and had plans meeting up with her boyfriend later that day, but never arrived at the, let's call it, play date. She was only 15 at the time. So there's some missing hours and something is a little bit off for me. Now, I've laid out the dates that the event took place. I think there is some movement in the timeline as well. So I included the first day of June just to get a bit more of energy run up. And then I continued with June the 9th and the 10th at the bottom here. But on the top row is the main sequence. So the event takes place June the 5th. In fact, I'm going to grab this here as well. So the 6, 5, and 11 is where the crime took place. Now, when I read up on the case, there's two possible scenarios. She was spotted speaking to two males in a panel van. And there's also alleged delivery person that would deliver bread who may be, or deliveries, who may be connected to the supermarket, etc., where the mom worked. Okay, so the crime scene takes place within this window, so technically we can just include year. So that's the year 1910-1, and we note Lynette's date of birth. Her life path is a 10-1, so she has a life path number 1. So just by the nature of the year 10-1 will be pinging on her quite dramatically, I must say, with her 10-1. So on the day, the outcome of the day, which also bugs me, I must say, is we have a 30-3, 21-3, 12-3. So this could allude to, and maybe it's just my brain messing with me, and that is, we are taking, this crime took place in 1972, but I am getting numbers that allude to trafficking. The 33 is a trafficking number in this context, let's just say. It will also say woman, female, feminine energy, but groups of them, many, 30. Unfortunately, we have the 13 for the next day, which alludes to children. And I just recently, just before recording, I found a video of Penrith It's in the 1960s. I'll put the link in the description if you want to have a look. And by all accounts, it was already a hustling, bustling city or town. Quite built up, very busy. And that was in the 60s. So by the 70s, it's either the same or a little bit better. So it's a full-fledged town. It's not a one-horse town where nothing happens. So in other words, it's easy for people to hide amongst the people. But let's see what I can pick up with these numbers. But unfortunately, this 21-3 does speak about abduction. It's an unfortunate, terrible number. It's particularly around these crimes. What concerns me, and the reason why I put the square, let's go in here. Why I put the square around the 6 plus 6 and the 12-3. Beg your pardon. And you'll note Lynette also has a prominent 6 here. So this, for me, unfortunately, I believe, was not a good time for her. And this is the reason why I extended the days, because I believe they may have kept her overnight. But the 6 plus 6 is not a good scenario, unfortunately. And we have the presence of the 31-4. So to be honest, if I look for signs of life, that's the first thing I'm looking for, signs of life. The alarming numbers are 31-4, which is not life. That's the very opposite of life. And if we somehow get past this day, because 13-4 is not a good number either. We have another 13-4 here, beg your pardon. There's another 13-4 here. We have a 33-6 here. I mean, for any young child to be caught by, we don't know who it is yet. I have my suspicions. But whether it was the 2 males in the van or the delivery guy, to have these kind of numbers post the event is not good, unfortunately. And I extended on, I went on here. Now, again, yeah, 35-8, that is, there's no way past here, unfortunately. So I suspect by, and this is my personal opinion, by sunset of the 6th, the latest, okay, the latest, she would have made it the latest by sunset the next day, unfortunately. The latest she would have made it. So, and that's also why I extended her, is because I believe she passed on this day, unfortunately, yeah. Which means then technically year becomes the... So we do have 2 reflection days, because of course she did go missing on June the 5th, but we also got year where I believe the crime, the final part of the crime took place. So immediately I'm going to say there's older male, and I believe this was only one person involved here. So even on this reflection day, we have the older male. Now, we must appreciate that Lynette is she was only 15 at the time. So even if it's 16, still counts as older, right? But I'm saying older. And familiar. This is key evidence for me. Familiar to Lynette and family and friends' first periphery. And I think this is key here. And I'm actually even going to highlight it here. 24/6, this person was known to the family, to Lynette, to the mom, would have certainly been known to the family. And I would even go, and now I've just realized this 33/6 here, gosh, oof. This person, the older male known to the family, was planning this for a while. It's in the first periphery, ladies and gentlemen. The person responsible for Lynette's outcome was known to the family, known in first periphery, and we'll go back and look. I'm busy scouting the other numbers here. I'm looking for plans, but we'll go back. Let's do it nice and carefully. So 33/6, so 14/5. These are unfortunately pedophile numbers here. The 14/5 and 15/6 are your pedo numbers. 14/5, 15/6. So we've got older male. There's the 4 male. I believe in this case definitely male. Older male, younger children. So this person, now when we say known to the family, also includes seeing this person pretty much every day. So this rules out, in my opinion, and I know this is a big statement to make, but this is my opinion, rules out the 2 males in the van. This is single male here. Now initially when I saw the 14/5, I thought, because it could, 14/5 can also be a group of people, right? Groupings of people, let's put it that way, beg your pardon. But the 15/6 here tells me here's the person here, 15/6. And that is a male, older male. I'm getting shown stubble from spirit, stubble, Lynette, stubble, like the man had stubble. Because also this is what's bothering me as well, the 34/7, 25/7, and by the way, I believe this person may have done this as before or would have continued doing this. Because we have a 16/7 here of a serial nature, if not checked, right? But what also concerns me is these 34/7, 25/7, those are family death numbers. Like, how can I put it? Those, if you look at femicides, you'll find the 34/7s, 25/7s. Those are murders that have taken place within families and family groupings. So this person is definitely known to the family of Melbin, in my opinion. I will also just say, and not to get personal or too personal, but the numbers leading up to the day of the event are not very in my opinion, very unsettling. And of course, as mentioned earlier, the 10 ones are pinging on Lynette. But when you see the 28, 10, 1, 19, 10, 1, 10, 1, this was a big day for her, yeah. I mean, you can see she has the 28, 10, 1. There's 28, 10. So this day, yeah, something was going on around her, yeah. And alarming is we have this 9, yeah. That bothers me completely. We even have treacherous numbers here, 27, 9. This is like a hit. This person was planning this. This was not random. Definitely not random at all. Let's go back one step just to tie in numbers here for you. Like I say, each number is relevant. But when you start getting combinations, so we've got the combination of the 33, 6. Right, so we got 33, 6 tells me premeditation here, right? This was murder. Sorry to say. But on June the 2nd, we have a premeditation murder number here as well, 27, 9. That is what happens before the murder. And this is what, I mean, this can be before the murder as well, but here is indicating murder. And we can see the death numbers here, 34, 7, 25, 7. So there's premeditation around here, with the intention of murder. Now why? I feel why. Perversion, ladies and gentlemen. Simple, unfortunately. 14-5. So if we look here, the 15-6 again, 15-6 is the dirty old man. 15-6 is the dirty old man. 14-5 is the older male, younger children. Perversion. See, this day here, I'm just thinking, why? I mean, there's already premeditation around, in my opinion. But on this day here, you know what? I wonder if something happened to her on June the 3rd. Did something happen to her? Because this looks like a day where it could have happened as well, huh? We got the 9 intention. We got all these 10. This is like directly coming at her. And what bothers me is that 9. I think this person was already trying from June the 3rd, actually. So murder in the mind. I'm just going with flow. Murder in the mind, 9. Who's in mind? 10-1. Lynette. 11-2. It happens here. And let me just say, June 5 was also a 50-50 day of this happening because of the 11-2. So whoever this person responsible for Lynette's disappearance had been trying already. This person is like the fox in the hen house. He was already in the circle here. I mean, we'd have to go back many days to see more build-up, but already I'm seeing not good. And in fact, June the 4th, so June the 3rd, June the 4th for me are very big days for Lynette. Huh? Something's going on here. And what was going on here would have been in her home, obviously, or around her. She was only 15. But we got all these big emotional numbers here as well. There's unlawful numbers happening around here as well. These are treacherous numbers to have around a missing child. So this person's plotting and looking for the gap by the feels of it. But this person would have been trying before. So I'm definitely saying it's here. Single male with stubble at the time, known to the family. So either first periphery family friends or work colleagues, daily work colleagues, people you see every day. And unfortunately, 14.5 does bring around foul play as well, unfortunately. It's another confirmation. Now, I believe she would have been buried. I believe she would have been buried. 22.4. Landfill, construction sites, large piece of land, construction site, like I've just said, land. So unfortunately, she was buried, I believe. Not far away, close by, is messaging coming through. The question I'm getting is, would they have been known? So would this location be known to this person? I'm getting a lot of yeses. Jeez, yeah. A lot of yeses. So this male person used to visit this location many times, frequently, lots of times. I'm also getting a sense that he still visits the site, or he would have visited the site quite frequently, actually, quite a lot. My God. So the person responsible, where he buried her, would go and visit her as well. He would visit the site. This person would have continued to do this, based on the nature of the numbers. This is full-on pedophile numbers here. So this person didn't one day just like walking down the street see her. No. This was planned. It was planned to the point of what he was going to do, but waiting for the gap to do it. Does that make sense? She definitely knew this guy, this male, this person, beg your pardon. She definitely knew this person. So, in my opinion, it discounts the two males in the van. I'm going single male, known to the family, work environment, family environment, premeditated, may have had previous incidents with children and the like. I'm just trying to see if this person's still living. I'm getting a sense of living, but it also feels like not for long. And this person knew all these years. 52 years ago. Sorry for the pain and loss to the Melbin family. But unfortunately, this person was lurking in your backyard, so to speak, unfortunately. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm getting from this reading. Another terrible case of a young child being snapped away from her life. And look at these industrious numbers here. 22.4, she had a power number. This is a special number. It's 22-4. I mean, the 28-10-1, I mean, she could have been like a very good entrepreneur as well. Yeah? She could have been a massive entrepreneur, big things, good connection, number 6, soul number, human number, family number, heart number. And this is the tragedy with children, that they never get to reach their full potential. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please leave your comments and thoughts. I hope there's some clues that can get us closer to the truth. Stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.